and adapted as they need to. So for South Africa, maybe having another bat first, a quick turnaround from Auckland gives them a chance to say, right, these are the things that we need to do better, which is adapt quickly and then apply ourselves for a longer period of time.
No Mitch Santner tonight, so those middle overs where he put on the squeeze, South Africa won't have that challenge, but they'll have other challenges. Ben Sears has been brilliant, great pace as well. So a big game here today. New Zealand looking to wrap up the series. Great atmosphere here at Henry Stadium in Wellington. Fans have seen the White Ferns win. Starts off with a beauty.
His feet go nowhere, just stuck on the crease, pushes his hands out at the ball. Great character with the ball early. Jameson, early wicket in the power.
Worst possible start for South Africa. Back-to-back ducks for. Onto that quickly. That'll give him some confidence. First boundary for South Africa.
He's very good on the beat. Well, it's been his downfall, trying to hit on that leg side so far. A lot more control in.
Down the ground this time. Tony did 10 for 1. Up and over the inner ring. Not sure that's where he intended it.
Looking to force that up at his stance slightly on that shot. It's very short boundaries, square.
That is good connection from Connor Esterhuizen.
Now, when you talk about a plan against a batter, now we've seen an adjustment, stand and deliver. This is a very good shot for.
Stand and deliver stuff from Connor Esterhuizen. One bounce.
Lovely shot. Sears has been good so far in this series. What were the conversations you expected South Africa to approach this?
Yeah, look, I mean...
He goes again, and this time even better. Esterhuizen, and the South African flag is flying high in Wellington.
Looked like a stellar crowd catch, that one.
Did you get that, Bevan?
Yeah, I saw.
How would you rate that one?
Slashes hard at that. Edgy.
Definitely seeing a change of approach from Eastern on a line which they've had a lot of success at in control. Still going to take that in the power play. It has been we need to tighten up a little bit in terms of our lines now.
No.
This time and drills it through that gap on the offside for 4. Exceptional start from Connor Esterhuizen. A 4th boundary to his name to go with these.
Just wonder if it's been a discussion in that. So they've gone in. They know he got 5 for here last time New Zealand played Pakistan last summer.
2 straight, and he's picked that up beautifully for his 3rd Esterhuizen on a roll.
Play from South Africa so far, made the adjustment in terms of line.
Going to want to score early here, and he hammers this straight down the ground. South African keeper, he moves to 45 beautifully.
That is the danger of it. There's still runs to be had down the ground, yes, but when you're hitting the ball so cleanly, still easily able to pick up a boundary.
Oh, fouled.
It's square, just the one. 7 complete, 58 for 1.
Wait.
Just waited on that. Side from Nisham.
What you're doing, what you're attempting to do, keep that thought process.
Wicket to wicket this time from Nisham. There's a couple of dot balls decided. Take all the pace out here. Give Connor Esterhuizen points. Single to finish after a 6 past his previous high score of 45 not out. It's McConkey.
Nice.
Takes Backing away and fine. Waited on it well. Tony Dezor's well outside. Whipping it away, hand speed and placement. Ben Sears onto the toes. Nicely played, really nicely played. That's gone for 4, and that is a 50. Connor Esterhuizen raises the back.
Just wonderful timing once again. Effortless clip off the legs, splits the 2 in the deep. Picks up his 6-4 to go along with 3-6.
Wait.
He's just looked the goods, hasn't he? Organised and powerful. He's got to keep his poise about him as well. Great balance. Whipped away again. Too good. Can't bowl there. Ben says.
Tries to go pace off this. Esterhuizen up to the task. Just transfers the weight beautifully. Excited as the short boundary.
Oh, gee, that is unreal. That is, and that your first catch in T20 internationals. Cartone Clark, you absolute beaut.
Wait on.
Playing defence early. So Cartone Clark is one of the most reserved cricket players you will meet. And he's about his business with very little fuss. 10 overs gone here, 82 for 2.
Oh, mate.
Oh, what a pleasure it is to welcome Grant Elliott in.
General or the summer? I've been around, Katie.
Generally speaking.
You've been, it's always a pleasure.
That wide arm delivery from Cole. Back-to-back wickets for South Africa.
Who's been playing an expansive game. He's gone over there off the back foot, over extra cover today. Jimmy Neesham, well held with those big mids. Tony Dezorzi.
Oh, Cole McConkey loves bowling to left-handers. This is 9th.
Here's a bowling team.
Loud. That means for our standards, John.
They, Katie, this is when they start 2 new batters in. Come on, pressure on. Africa on, a bit of pressure here.
Nice control on top of the ball. Well, Grant, I've seen it. You picked up, dispatched straight away. That's a great start to the.
Emerson, who bowled such a good first over. Let's have a look. It is seam up, seam up. He gets his length just slightly wrong. He can get underneath it.
You've played a lot here, Grunter. What are the
A
challenges?
little bit of seam movement early on, but it does feel like batting seconds a bit easier because of
Pace off this time. Opportunity in the deep. Jacobs just hasn't picked that up. Don't think he needs to come in to take it.
Yeah, it was high up on the bat. And yeah, but going back to the ground, Caddy, it's not an oval, it's pretty much circle.
You've missed the main one here. Martin Guptill.
Right, actually, I was speaking to someone about that previously, and Craig McMillan, who was here.
Let's close out. Oh.
It's a good challenge for New Zealand to just glues the innings together, bowling through over 7, 9, 11, 13, maybe holds.
You've played a lot with Jimmy Neesham. What's he like? What would he be like tonight as skipper?
He just said to me, I said, oh, good luck for the game, and I can't remember what we were talking about, and then
It's pulled away. There is going to be enough on it. Africa.
Well, there was Chip with the new batters, a 20 off just 13. Maybe just slightly short. Another ball that's belly button height.
He does hit a big percentage of his runs through that mid. That's a natural length as well from Jimmy Neesham, where he likes to put the ball into the wicket. Well, Forrester, he missed actually out on the... He was passed over out different pockets of this ground, and while you don't actually train out in the middle here, you've got the base and reserve. Again, just being able to score off in wicket, 105 for 3.
The flight, so you can be specific with your coaches, but what you're talking about the ground is, I think, quick pitch.
I've seen a change of ends from Cole McConkey. Allows him to have a bit more space out onto that leg side.
Kilometres an hour.
Lifted away, plenty of work to do. Able to bring that one back in.
Take away that catch from Jacobs. New Zealand have fielded well. Kelly.
Wow, he's punched that straight. There's going to be enough pace on it. Those field. Yeah, it is. Oh.
Gee, that's brilliant. We're probably going to go.
And his father and his uncle all play for the Māori All Blacks. So he's got some good genes in terms of... His aunt was a Silver Fern netball team.
Gee, it's quite a pedigree that you've just called out there, Katie.
Now they've got a black cap in their mix-up. After the loss of a couple of wickets, still got plenty in the shed. Just trying to create a shift of...
I saw it.
Oh, bring it out on this occasion. That has gone way back into...
We spoke about the slow balls. Well, it hasn't worked on this kilometres an hour. Same pace that Cole McConkey's bowling. The back of the hander. Six guys in that the seam's up, but Forrester, he saw it early and said no.
Big appeal. Is it straight? Is it pitched in line? The umpire says yes. He's saying, has that hit me outside?
Lynchy from Charlie, we have a review for LBW. Through, I've got a gap on the left-hand side, flat line roll coming up now. Original decision is out. Impact is in line. Wickets hitting.
Line enough. Outstanding decision. Well, a really promising punt, Yorker. Forrester, a couple of big blows. He's gone for 19, 121 for...
Forrester and Herman were going along so nicely. A timely break.
Yeah.
He's got that away. 4 runs, more of that if South Africa looking towards 170, 180.
This is a miss from Neesham. Again, the fingers across the seam, bangs it in, but it's on the hip, and that is just easy pickings for Smith.
Picked up. And 6 runs. Exactly the impetus South Africa needs in this innings.
Just sits there, doesn't it, from Neesham? That's the slower.
Push for 2. She talks about being at the stumps. Sometimes a little too short. It just sits up nicely to be hit. Good effort. There for a long time. And, 4 runs in what was otherwise a really good over.
It's pace off once again, and it's a big chance.
Straight down the ground. Robinson, presence of mind on the boundary, steadied himself.
And here, Henry Stadium in Wellington. It's the cross seamer from James Smith. Just thinks, first glance, that is in the slot. Gets a good piece of it. Gets a net 19. South Africa now 146 for 5 with 2 overs to go.
How's that for placement?
Hey, Foxy.
Just excellent timing, leg side from Linda.
Thanks.
Innovative from George Linder, and he'll get the desired. absolutely outstanding from Vecting to bat first, end on 164 for 5.
Vinty would be very nice. That's exactly what he's got. Just 2 runs coming from the Venciers over. Pace off, Yorker, short ball, all the variation in that last over.
65 at 8.25 to the over to wrap up the series ahead of the final game.
Those numbers you're seeing on your screen, that is just the most recently complete. That's the best spot for Tim Robinson.
2 explosive batters up top. Go. Underway immediately.
Down.
Up and over. The first boundary.
Bring about his downfall, but really intentional. Again, it's just that ability to stay leg side of the ball. He's got such a...
Go.
Now that is how you get your international career. Clark drills right through the offside for 4.
Gets a little... First ball nerves, what are those? Gets the footwork going, gets himself rock solid base, and again, it's just picking his spot.
This time on the leg side, beats short fine for 4.
Clever. Went offside first. This time he moves across his stumps, gets well outside. Trusts that Linda is going to come straighter, try and cramp him for room. Beats him to it.
Dot ball to end the next. Over Robinson and Clark off to a flyer, chasing 165 in this 4th KFC T20. Bat speed into the crowd for 6. In the crowd, Wellington, you're showing off.
How easy did he make that? Both Tim Robinson and the man in the crowd, easy.
WhatsApp will be blowing up by about now. TV time.
Couple more.
This is just too good from Robin. So well, picking his shot so well. Excellent decision making.
Well, 6 to start the over off was power, was fun. This is timing. This is getting into good position. Just whips the hands through. Short follow through. Tries to go again.
With the batting to come, they've got license to thrill up front, and that better from Katsia.
But with just South Africa and playing the extra spinner today, I want to try and use their resources. They're small. And bit 25 without loss.
Leg side's got to bowl that again.
These 2 out in the middle both love to be aggressive early to do it.
Good fielding by Tony De Zorzi. South Africa have got to build some sort of... Good running too. It's important rotation of strike, even more so. Picks out the fielder on the boundary. Ruben Herman doesn't make a mistake. And unfortunately, that sees the end of cuts.
The wicket you talked about. Cas Naidu, the important breakthrough for South Africa. Hits it free. Instead, it's end of the night for Carson and Clark. Gone for 9. New Zealand lose their first with 20.
Young Mulder missed out with the bat, but he's got an important early breakthrough for South Africa.
Three.
Direct hit. I'll take another run on the overthrow. Oh, that will race away. South Africa.
They pay for the... Little tickle off the inside edge from Tim Robinson. Not express pace. Presents a beautiful seam. The ability to jag it in either direction. From the golden arm, every team's got one. Someone that just runs and makes.
That's so well struck. So it
Loves that room outside the off stump. Again, it's headers in the slot for Robinson. Pitched up, outside off stump. Pressure back on Bartman. He's gone for 10, still a ball to come here.
Man, as he hit that. Missed opportunity.
Isn't he? Sound off the bat like a shotgun. He's trying to keep it down. He hits it so well, it carries to Linda. It's going to be a real
Fetch that. Cleaver, please. 50 up in style for the Black Caps.
Cleaver, this time he just stands still, a little trigger movement into it. Fast hand, gone 89 metres. Bottom row in the stand.
How far he can hit a cricket ball. Gerald Coetzee. That's up. Big opportunity. Herman is under it. And that's the power of pace. 1-4-6, that delivery from Coetzee.
Yeah, it was a scrambled seam. Tim Robinson almost looked like wide mid-on. Touch late on it. He brings a lot of energy to this team. Tim Robinson, well played, 32.
Great hands. Dane Cleaver.
Yeah, this is what he does well. Playing for his Central Stags. He gives himself just a little bit of room. He's excellent through the off.
Oh, that's going to go all the way. Got inside the line, helped it on its way over fine leg.
It's a good effect. Normally gives himself room outside the leg stump. That's his miserable start to New Zealand. 63 off that power play.
Oh, that's flown off the outside edge. He gets away with one. It's streaky, but it's 4 nonetheless. He'll take them. Complete here, 70 for 2, New Zealand.
On merit.
Oh, beautiful. Full and straight. Sabrayan makes the breakthrough. Right on the stumps. It was full. Beautiful delivery.
105. Full and straight, the pace.
And kids, another prodigious hitter of the cricket ball. Still very young in his T20 international career. Good use of the feet from Kelly. Maybe pinning New Zealand back. Run rate now, as you mentioned, Grant Elliott's just under 8 runs per hour. Be productive. And that's how you do it. That is a shot. That is genuinely classic from Nick Kelly. Over 10 from it, 88 for 3.
As well. Yeah! Bowled again, outstanding. Debut straight through Jacobs.
Sabrayan having an outstanding day out. Wide of the crease, it's the York can break momentum. It's done exactly that for New Zealand. Wicket, first ball back for South Africa.
And again, action replay. This is tougher going back. This will be an outstanding versing on that. Jimmy Neesham, close face, once again looking ahead. Balls as well. Once again, third time lucky. There.
Well, he's smiling now as Bartman. He's created 3 opportunities in this over. Once on, Jimmy Neesham going to that vacant mid-wicket region. And it's the experience. Jimmy Neesham gone for 6. New Zealand 95 for 5.
It's an outstanding shot. He bats number 4 for Canterbury. You can see it.
Cole McConkey. That's just what you feel New Zealand needs at the moment. Just a calm head. He's got such immense control over line and length. So that ability to leave that big gap open.
Just the chipped up and over the top from Nick Kelly. Might have found the gap well enough. Reel it in from behind.
Well, this time from the blade of Kelly. Again, it's full face of the bat. He runs away for 4.
They've got their angles of their long on and squeezed away behind point. It's going to be a boundary and a big over for 5.
Appeared to sit back and wait. If you are South Africa, that side of the ground in particular, so difficult to. South Africa are able to take wickets. They're not going to just be able to restrict runs from this position.
Match up against Cole McConkey. Nick Kelly's exceptional square of the wicket. That's what he was looking for, going across him. The skipper.
Clever bowling. Had the field set exactly about 100 kilometres an hour. It is that angle across. Nick Kelly, toes on off stump, trying to. South Africa were desperately seeking. Nick Kelly gone for 19 off 20. New Zealand just get the ball on.
Yeah! Just like that. Great shout, Frank. Is this the game-changing over from Maharaj?
Past 100 kilometres an hour. This one just 81. It's tossed up, but then it kisses on. And that is a brilliant piece of bowling. Gets rid of Cole McConkey for 10. New Zealand in a spot.
Work that away beautifully. Wickets most importantly. 1-1-3 for 7.
Well, this is the situation you always talk about in teams. The run rate still very manageable. Hasn't quite reached 9 as the required.
Punch beautifully up and over the top. That has gone all the way for 6.
Hold the pose. Cross seam delivery from Bartman. Love that from Zach Foak.
That one's into the wicket. Has to jump over his helmet. It was Bartman that started the trend of wickets lost for New Zealand.
Where Bartman goes, bangs it in around mid-wicket. There's no fielder out in the deep. Eyes light up for Zach Foakes, but it's a big tip around his helmet on the ground. Reorientate himself, catch it out of the night sky.
Kyle Jamieson. Handy striker.
Batters out there.
That's high, that's going to be out. Esterhuizen underneath it, makes no mistake. Coetzee has another one, and that's Josh Clarkson has to go. Coetzee makes the breakthrough. Now South Africa, one hand on a levelled series.
Yeah, I'd say the last of the batters in the New Zealand